Welcome back to part 2 of this 2-part video series to help you to manifest more wealth, to reprogram your mind, your subconscious, your energy, so that you can break free of some old family patterns that you might have and attract more wealth and be that person where in your generation you created a whole new pattern for the history of your family to come. So if you haven't watched yesterday's video, I'm going to put the link up here. Definitely catch up with that one first before you dive into this one. If you've already watched yesterday's video, welcome back. How are you feeling today? And without further ado, we're going to dive straight into the second part. So to summarize yesterday, first of all, what did we do? We looked at our current mental financial thermostat and we pictured in our minds, if we expand the money in your account, expand, at what point do you feel that discomfort or that limit as if it's not for you? After yesterday's exercise where we gave ourselves permission to break free of the patterns that we may be carrying from our ancestors, perhaps you already feel different about your money thermostat. Perhaps just by going through yesterday's video with a new level of awareness, you can already do the same exercise now and maybe feel more comfortable picturing more money in your account. We looked at what our inherited beliefs might be. We connected to our ancestors to have total permission to break free of any of those old patterns. And today what we're going to do is focus on not just our beliefs about money, but our beliefs about ourselves and what we are able, capable, worthy, deserving of manifesting when it comes to money. If we don't believe that we're worth much, it's going to be difficult to manifest much. If you look at who you are and you don't see your unique qualities, you don't see your superpowers, you don't see the value that you can bring to a company, to a platform like YouTube, if you don't see what value you could bring, then it's difficult for you to sit and expect 6 figures of income to come into your account. So a huge part of what affects our belief system is the words that we say, which means that by saying new things out loud, i.e. by saying positive affirmations about money and about ourselves, we can reprogram our conscious mind, our subconscious mind, most importantly, to new thoughts and new beliefs, which will support you in manifesting more money. Please bear in mind when it comes to affirmations that while it's perfectly possible that you might have a huge shift just after watching this video, or you might experience one moment in your life that's like a breakthrough moment where everything just changes and starts to explode, that's not typical. And what is more likely is that through repetition and consistency of reprogramming your mind towards more powerful and abundant thoughts, that you're eventually going to sink that into the depths of your subconscious, meaning that your whole life will show up differently. Okay? Think about it. However old you are right now, you've been reinforcing perhaps limited poor beliefs. You've been reinforcing those beliefs into your mind for however many years. So it's not necessarily going to be that after watching one YouTube video like this, you're suddenly going to be able to tap into your millionaire mindset. However, you can speed up the process. So it's not going to have to take you another that many amount of years to reprogram your mind, just depending on how intensely you do it, how consistently you do it, and how intensely you do it. So we can start with the most simple ones first of all. If you have come from a background where you feel like there's some kind of negative connection to money because money's the root of all evil, or rich people are greedy, or you might want to start with some very simple money affirmations like, money is neutral, it is down to the person that makes it positive or negative. Because I'm a positive person, my money will be positive too. I love money and money loves me. Money is attracted to me like a magnet. With the more money that I have, the more good I can do in the world. and write down a list of all of the beautiful, positive, philanthropic things that you will do when you have even more money than you do now. And remember, you don't need to wait to be a millionaire before you start giving money to good causes and doing great things with your money. Even if you have £10, you can donate 10% of your income to good causes, which can help you from day one of your journey to know that money can be used for good. Money you can connect in your brain to a positive, rewarding act of kindness and contribution. I personally donate 10% of all of my income to, well, I put it into a pot called giving, and I have a number of causes and people who I believe in that I support. Please don't send me lots of emails asking for money. I'm teaching you how to make your own right now. So the more that you write down in your journal, write down in your scripting letters, say to yourself in the mirror, say to yourself as you're doing the washing up, walking around the house, walking to the bus stop, the more that you repeat things that are good and positive money mantras. By the way, there's an abundance of them on YouTube. Again, there's an abundance of quotes on, if you search on Google, you know, there's unlimited access that you already have to positive money affirmations that can help you to reprogram your brain. The only question is, are you going to do it? Are you going to flood your mind with new beliefs that might feel very foreign and uncomfortable and hard to believe at first, but it's only because it's going against what your subconscious mind is currently programmed towards. With enough repetition and practice, those affirmations will become more and more and more real to your brain. And that's where you've got your subconscious mind on side, and then you stop getting in your own way and stopping yourself and sabotaging yourself and spending money that you don't have and all of that kind of thing, because your subconscious mind makes most of your decisions for you. So when you've got the subconscious mind on side, then everything's a ton easier. But it takes work with your conscious mind, and you can change your subconscious mind with these affirmations. Next, be open to multiple streams of income. For a moment, we're going to go slightly away from the whole woo-woo spiritual side of this, and we're going to talk some logic here, okay? Because I believe it's important to have a combination of both. If you are looking for more money and more money now, then all of these aspects I've included in this video, I believe, are important. And so once you are equipping your mind with positive beliefs, feeling good and excited about the idea of money, and believing more and more that you are deserving of money, then you never know. Some magical, amazing miracles could happen. Your boss could randomly decide to give you a pay rise, or you could, randomly stumble across some money, and that's great. But I personally like to take a little bit more aligned action, take a little bit more control over my finances, so that I'm not just relying on beautiful, unexpected money. I mean, I'm open to unexpected money all the time, thank you very much. But I'd like to have lovely, unexpected extra money in addition to a really strong, solid foundation of finances that I am actually in control of. Yeah? Now, some people might argue, is that truly law of attraction? But hey, I believe that you can enhance what you're doing in this physical, three-dimensional world by understanding the laws of attraction that can help you on that journey. I don't believe in just sitting and meditating and doing absolutely nothing, because I feel like that's not what I came to Earth for. I came to Earth to do stuff and wear this lifetime out and fill my life with experiences. And now that I'm an entrepreneur, I love doing loads of activities every day that produce income. So what I'm going to share very briefly is the multiple streams of income that I have. And if you would like a more in-depth video on multiple streams of income, comment it below. It's kind of not what I usually share on this channel, but if it interests you, I will totally do a video on it. So to give you a summary of my current multiple streams of income, 6 streams of income, and I've just added 2 new methods of income to my portfolio of incoming money, because they're literally brand new within the last 24 hours. I haven't seen money from them yet, but you know, over time they're going to build as well. My main 3 income streams come from the network marketing nutrition company that I partner with. So many of you may already know, I partner with the biggest nutrition brand in the world. I have a client base. I help people to get started on nutrition plans, which earns me a percentage of profit. I also have 2 passive income streams that come from that same business, where when I help other people to build up their own business and be successful with the same company, then the company continues to pay me on a monthly basis, kind of like a thank you, because if it wasn't for me, this new business of that other person would not exist and would not be successful. Next, my 4th income stream now comes from YouTube. So if you're watching this video, thank you so much, because you're contributing to one of my income streams, and I cannot put into words how grateful I am. No longer struggling with money. I'm a big contributor to my household, and my next goal is to retire my fiance. So like, when your visions start to actually manifest and you see these balls rolling, can you imagine how grateful you're going to feel? Feel that gratitude now. Remember, be there vibrationally now. Then the programs I offer, the coaching programs, like for example, I have a very low ticket, like low priced program that I put in the links to the descriptions of my videos. That one of them already is running, and a few of them are in the works. So thank you guys for joining the waiting list. If it still says join the waiting list, then feel free to join the waiting list. Or if it's live, then you'll be able to click on the link and actually access the program immediately. So, you know, one of the benefits of growing an audience is that I can offer things to people for a low amount of money, but because more people are buying those things, it can still be a really decent income stream. So I like to think that we both win, because it's affordable and I'm benefiting well and you're benefiting well. So there's many different ways to make a million. Do you know what I mean? You could sell a lot of small priced products, or you could sell fewer large priced products. You can divide up 1 million in many different ways. Another income stream, and I'm super excited, guys, I think this is the first time I've mentioned it on this YouTube channel, is I haven't mentioned it up until now because of the pandemic and everything, but one of my business partners and I, we actually run retreats, and our next retreat is going to take a very small, intimate group of people to the island of Ibiza, which is not just famous for its party scene, it's also very spiritual and magical and magnetic, and there's amazing energies there on that island too. So we're going to be doing a full 3-day transformational workshop, mastering the art, helping you to master the art of manifestation. I will put the link to the retreat as soon as it is live. If you go to the description and it's not there yet, then feel free to drop me an email if that's something that could really interest you. So those are my income streams at the moment. Some of them are paying me more and consistently. Some of them are sort of like a little bit sporadic whenever I'm running a retreat or something. And believe me, you don't need qualifications, you don't need a certain level of IQ, you don't need any of these things that you may believe are preventing you from earning more money than you're currently earning. There's nothing to stop you from getting side hustles and multiple streams of income and educating yourself on the stuff that we were never taught at school. Did you know that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income? You know, success leaves clues. I used to think that, wow, they must just do one thing really, really well. But there are many ways to make a million. And you know, have multiple things going on so that in your 24 hours of the day, you got more than one thing coming in, okay? And the final thing to share with you guys on this part 2 of 2 video is that your environment does make a huge difference to actually all of your manifestations. So if you're currently living in total clutter and chaos and you're surrounded by objects that are, you know, stagnant in energy, no longer serve you, haven't even used them in potentially months or years, and you're uninspired and feeling almost stressed out by your environment, whether that be clutter or whether that be people, then that is pretty much why you are where you're at. Apparently your environment accounts for about 1/3 of your ability to manifest. So on the flip side, what that means is that if you change your environment, upgrade your living, the place where you live, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to move out. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to buy a bunch of things to improve your environment. It could simply mean dedicating a few hours today or tomorrow to decluttering, to going around your house and getting rid of anything that no longer serves the next version of you. Anything that no longer serves who you want to be, who you want to become. When you are at your next level, picture what would your environment look like? Would you still be holding on to that old junk that is just junk? Okay? Energetically, when you create space in your physical life, you're also creating space in your energetic life. It also helps you to have a more clear mind. It also helps to remind you that this is a fresh time, a fresh start with new energy, new opportunities, rather than being surrounded by things which maybe consciously you're no longer noticing, but subconsciously every day your subconscious is clocking on to all of the clutter and crap that might be around you. So I just wanted to throw that last point in because it might resonate with some of you. I think everyone who's watched this video series will probably have 1 or 2 points that particularly shone out to you. So please do comment below what points that I've covered in this 2-part series really struck a chord with you, and what are you going to do? How are you going to actually act upon this information that I've shared with you so that this wasn't wasted breath, so that this time that you've spent watching these videos weren't just, you know, passing time or wasting time. Make sure that the videos that you've just watched were an investment to your time. And the only way that you can make this information an investment is if you act upon it accordingly and you improve your life as a result. So if you got any value whatsoever, even if you're going to do something that's going to improve your bank account by 1 penny or 1 cent, give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure before you go to hit my subscribe button and ring my bell so that you never miss a video. Until next time, bye.